You see, this cannot be overemphasized. Before you take any step, a major step in life, you need to seek the face of God. Whenever somebody comes up to me or calls me to ask me, "Oh, bro, Emma, I want to take this decision. I don't know what to do. I've been thinking, should I take it or should I not take it? What do you think?" Sometimes I just tell the person, you need to hear God for yourself. You need to hear from God for yourself. When you are taking major decisions of life, you know, major decisions that can impact your future, impact your family, impact your children, your spouse, impact your finances, you need to ask God. I mean, nothing stops me from telling the person, by the grace of God, prophetically, this is what I think you should do. But you see, let me say this: you need a word for yourself, a word from God for yourself. The reason I said you need a word for yourself is the word that will become your anchor most of the time is the one you receive from God for yourself. When you receive that word, it stays in your spirit. It becomes your 5 stones. You know, like David. David stood before Goliath, and the Bible says he picked 5 stones, and that was his weapon against Goliath. You need 5 stones. That 5 stone is the word that God gave him. Listen, I have seen people, they approach life from a point of view of guesswork. You cannot guess your way through life. It is dangerous to guess. You see, you don't guess. You are about to take a major decision. You know, I've made several videos on this, and sometimes the Holy Spirit still prompts me to make video on it. You're about to take major decision of who to marry, a job, or choice of where to work, where to relocate to. You are thinking, should I move out of state or should I stay? You are thinking, should I have another baby or hold on? You are thinking, should I invest in this business or should I hold on? Listen, those life major decisions, you need to hear God for yourself. There is nothing wrong with somebody praying with you, somebody maybe giving you advice and suggestion, but you need clarity from God for yourself, because challenges will come, storms will come, and when those challenges come, they are questioning your anchor. They are question. It's a question. Every challenge is a question. It's coming to question your anchor. The challenge is asking, who sent you? Who sent you on this mission? Who asked you to take this step? Now prove to me that God sent you. That's what those storms are asking. It's a question that they're asking you. Do you understand? And that is when you go back to God, you go back to your secret place, to your altar of prayer, and you remind God, you sent me on this journey. You asked me to marry this person. Now we don't have a baby, we don't have a child. Give us children. Why? Because you led me into this business. You asked me to travel. You approved this decision. Therefore, I need you to step in. Listen, it is dangerous to enter into something without hearing from God. I don't know who this word is meant for. It's not feelings. We're not talking about emotional feelings. We're not talking about excitement. Oh, I'm excited. It's not excitement. We're talking about getting a word from God that this is your wife, that this is your husband. God is specific about everything. Why should he not be specific about your life? He's specific about every other thing. Some of you, God has spoken to you about every other thing. He told you the cost to study in school. Why would he not tell you who to marry? Why are you in a hurry? You see, sometimes I see single people, they're in a rush. Oh, let's plan the wedding fast. Let's do fast and get married. And I'm like, have you heard from God? Sometimes the person will say, oh, I just feel good about him. I just feel like God is leading me. I'm not saying feel like. There's nothing like feel like. It's not feeling. It's not emotions. You have to hear very, very clear from God. And let me say this. When you hear from God, you need confirmations, because the Bible said in the mouth of 2 or 3, the truth is established. So when you say you hear from God or you heard from God, we need confirmations. We need other confirmations. All right? God will use other sources to speak to you. He will use other channels to speak about the same thing. See, let me tell you, God is not the author of confusion. He's the God of peace. God will not tell you one thing and, tell somebody something else to tell you. I don't know if you understand what I mean. God will never confuse you. God is not scared of telling you his mind and opinion on what you're doing. He's not scared. He will tell you his mind if you seek him. He said, call upon me and I will answer you and I will show you great and mighty things that you know not. He's not scared of talking to you and telling you his stand on that decision you're about to take. I remember when I wanted to join the American, I think the Navy, American Navy or Navy, the military. And God did not waste time to tell me his mind. He didn't waste time. He told me his mind. So why? Because he didn't want me to make mistake. I sought his face. I asked him, please, what do you think? And he spoke. So listen, if you want God to tell you his mind, he will tell you. But I noticed that some people are scared of seeking the face of God. Most times when someone tells me, I don't know what to do about this situation, and I ask the person, have you done personal retreat? Have you take 3 days, go and lock yourself in a room and seek the face of God for 3 days with fasting. Fast 6 to 6. Even if you don't want to do dry fasting, 6 to 6 is enough. Take some books, related books on the matter, related teachings on the matter. Lock yourself in a room for 3 days. Listen, before you come out, God will tell you clear. If he doesn't speak to you immediately, before you take that step, he will speak. I'm talking from personal experience. So what I noticed that some people, is it that they don't want to go for personal retreat? You don't want to ask God. You just want to do your own thing. The Bible said, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. Lean not. Don't trust yourself. Don't trust your feelings. Don't trust your emotions. He said, lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him. He shall direct your path. Your best idea is, it can be your worst nightmare. Let me repeat myself. Your best idea. You see that your thoughts, that thing you consider to be your best idea, your smartest idea, your smartest opinion on something, it can be your worst nightmare. Avoid scars. Wise people learn by seeking the face of God. Seek the face of God so you don't make mistake. The Bible said a wise man sees danger coming and he hides himself. He avoids it. But a fool sees danger coming and he falls into it. So don't be a fool. Be a wise person. Ask questions. Sometimes ask questions. Ask people that know better. Somebody has been through what you're going through and succeeded. That's what I do. I love questions. I love to ask questions. All right? But I'm not asking questions before I seek the face of God. I seek the face of God first. I get God's opinion. If I need more information on, for those that somebody that has done it before, then I ask question. The multitude of counsel, there is safety. So please stop taking blind steps. Like I said, fools learn by making mistakes. Don't be a fool. Wise people learn by asking questions. Okay? Some of you want to learn by making mistakes. And some mistakes will leave a scar. Lifetime scar that you will never forget. Painful scar you will never forget. Ask questions. Start with asking God. Seek his face. Be patient. The Bible said in Psalm 27, I think so, 27 or 37, the Bible said, wait on the Lord. I say wait on the Lord. Don't be in a rush. When God comes late, he comes big. When I was a single man, believing God for a wife, I was 35, 36, 37, nothing, no wife. I was scared. I was like, oh my God, am I going to marry late? Listen, at that time when I pray, God will say, wait, I will give you a good wife. At the age of 37, I was under pressure from my family, from my pastors, and from my mentors. They were asking me, what is going on? What is wrong? Is it that you can't find a wife? Do you need help? And when I go to God, God will say, hold on, wait, let me be the one to give you. They recommended, people started recommending, my family was recommending. I tried it, it didn't work. All the recommendations didn't work. When I go to God, God will just say, I said you should wait. So in my own mind, I was checking my age. I was calculating my age, my biological clock. God doesn't have clock. He doesn't have clock. The Bible said, listen, the Bible said that He makes all things beautiful in his own time, not your time. So stop checking your biological clock. All right? So one thing about God, he may come late, but when he comes late, he comes big. When I look at my wife, I say, Father, thank you. The kind of woman you gave me. You know, he came late, but he came big. Listen, you got to wait on the Lord. There is no rush. There is no rush. It's not worth it to rush. Wait and get a word from God. Let God lead you into it, and you'll be happy that you waited. All right? God bless you. Hear from God. Bye.